On the previous video, we visited our teachers at Tagum Trade School Tech-Voc Department located in Barangay Apukod. We witnessed them prepare modules, attend webinars to sharpen their skills, and some of them conducted online classes. During our conversation, they shared with us their challenges. They've also shared the realizations that they've had and provided advice to fellow educators for this new normal for education.
I'm ready for school, Mom. Hair, check. T-shirt, check. Teeth, check. Cologne, not checked.
Bath.
Not checked.
Welcome to part 2 of T.E.C.H Talk with Cherryanne Lee Angoy, where we talk about technology, entrepreneurship, construction, and anything about our hometown. So this is part 2 for our topic, where we discuss how innovation plays a big part of the new normal for education. We're here right now with Leah Salvador Cusa and her daughter Belle, and we just want to talk to her about some of the things that she's going through as she embraces, and her kids as they embrace the new normal for education. How old is Belle and Yssa? How old are they?
5 si Belle, and then Yssa is 10.
10. Okay, so there's
Grade
quite a
5,
bit
yeah.
of a gap with them.
Yes, 5 years after.
Got it, got it. How are they? How are they? Are they, you know, are they starting to really
To embrace? I think they are trying na po no to embrace since no choice man jud for them. And still, the learning continues. Actually, si Belle is really excited pag magklase na mahamper lang jud kay tungod sa net. Loy kaayo, but they are passionate about it. They love to study. Maybe because I am trying to inculcate to them the value of education, and I am a firm believer of providing good education for the kids.
You're very engaged with your kids' education.
Limited time because I have to cook also their breakfast, and then at 10:30 mag-start ang klase ni ate, and then I have to cook again for lunch, and then at times na ako'y kauban din just an on-call, but mostly I do some the household chores pa.
So
It's
jumbo.
it's just a matter of manage lang ang time.
So I hope you guys hear that. Managing time is important. I think that's the key. Do you think that they're getting the quality education right now?
Yes, I guess. Ang only difference lang is the face-to-face, no? But the blended, it's murag same lang siya actually. Murag ang difference lang dito is na lang sa screen. They are being provided with the worksheets, na yung mga activities being hindi na pa-practice sa ilaha, na ay one-on-one. It's almost the same actually. Kato lang is nalay limitation naman.
That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. For the struggling mamas out there who are still transitioning, what message do you have for them?
Actually, at first, nag-struggle po ko with the plenty of worksheets. But later, murag naka-adjust nami, naka-adapt nami. It's just how to ihanay lang siya unsaon, and then the value of time management lang. Listen to the skills, listen to the talents of your kids. This is the best time nga i-develop nato unsa tong undeveloped talents of your kids. And in the first place, I can also share unsa may talent ako, but not the dancing. I can share to them. So it's a kanang i-balance lang jud siya. And it's sharing of thoughts, ideas. Actually, maka-learn po ba ako daghan po kung ma-learn sa akong kids. The way they are learning much, no? Or based from my personal experiences, I can share to them.
Leah herself talked about how she makes sure that she balances the time with her kids, especially on how they're using their phones, because we want to make sure that it's healthy. It's not just all about games, it's not just all about online social media, but making sure that technology is being used the right way in the education system. We're here at the house of Ace Crisostomo, a third-year college student of the University of Southeastern Philippines, and it's very timely because he's actually taking up education. So we're going to talk about how's the new normal for Ace. We're going to talk about some of the challenges that he's facing and even some of the pros and cons of the new normal. You mentioned earlier you're not really a gadget internet person, right?
Yes.
But you still need to adapt to this new normal. What have you been doing just that way you can really adopt and embrace? I think you're not the only one that may be in this situation. I'm sure we have people that are watching us right now where they're not used to the digital world. What have you been doing just to kind of, get yourself more comfortable with it?
Well, for starters, I'm already utilizing Facebook, Messenger, and YouTube, so it's like a basic step already of really knowing what more of the digital platforms. And then my friends introduced me to some sites or applications that I could use, such as just last time I was introduced to a new platform which we are using right now, which is called Moodle, and at the same time we are using Google Meet, which I am not familiar of, so I was just like introduced to this. And yeah, now I am practicing with it, learning the stuff, learning the set options and the settings.
Good. So I'm gonna recap what Ace said. Moodle, right? Another one's Google Meet. By the way, Google Meet is actually a free video conferencing application from Google, so it's really good. I think you've also mentioned in the past conversation, Ace, that you use Canva.
Yes.
So Canva is a free application, and I think if you're not aware, a lot of students out there are using this for their project, for different assessment or assignments or homework. It's a free application. I think there's also OneNote. That way you can use it for your online notebook. It's also a good tool. So Ace, our generation is very lucky that we now have easy access to technology, to any platforms, and as a millennial yourself, what can you really say about the role that technology is playing in your education?
Well, I think it really bridges the gap between possible and the impossible, because education, knowing the idea of education, especially now that we are in a pandemic, it is quite impossible. But with the advancement of technology, we are given the key or the bridges to really still continue and be adhering to what education is, and of course still embrace the new change or new normal.
What do you love the most about innovation nowadays?
The fact that it's easier to connect, reconnect, and even disconnect with people.
Nice, I love that. And what do you think about people who are passionate into bringing new technology into the community?
Well, I think that these people should be admired and respected, especially in the kind of work that they are doing. But I think they must put in their minds that it should be in the idea of getting people to be connected, to know the idea of relationship, and really know what it means.
Nice, awesome. So today we talked to different stakeholders in the education sector, and we talked to the teachers, we talked to the professors, we've also talked to the students, and also the parents who are working hand in hand with the students to embrace this new norm. Ultimately, what I've learned from today is that, hands down, innovation has been a great platform so that our generation, the future of the country, can still continue to learn and continue to make sure that they climb in the academia. However, we also realize that it's really not easy. Our lives have definitely been turned upside down. The educators, they have families, they have their personal needs, but they really rise from this vocation and are very passionate about making sure that they continue to do their duty to the students and the community. On the other side, the students are also looking at the pros and cons of doing online classes. We've also noticed that they have some challenges, and they also love the fact that they're just doing these from home, but absolutely they are missing the engagement that they have from school. More importantly, we've also realized that not all the millennials are really tech savvy. Some of them are still challenged with the new platform that they're in. Last but not least, the parents are also adjusting from this new normal, but at the end of the day, their instinct as parents to protect and really teach their kids is what prevails. So guys, today I've also noticed that the teachers, the students, the parents, these are emotional human beings who have different needs, and this new normal has definitely put a lot of stress on many of us. However, I'm very, very encouraged to know and to hear that there are a lot of friends and families out there, for our educators, the parents, the students, who are a great support system for them. Thank you for taking the time to watch my vlog. Please don't forget to follow me on YouTube and click the notification bell so that you get notified for new content and new video. Thanks again, and stay tuned for the next Tech Talk